Hey everybody, thanks for stopping in. I've been working on getting myself out of chronic pain for 5 years and 3 months now. That seems like a long time, but you have to realize I've had thoracic outlet syndrome for about 35 years now. I had surgery for it 24 years ago, and I've been on disability ever since. I also had 2 lower back surgeries years ago that really didn't turn out too good. So reversing chronic pain for me has been a really slow process, and I think one of the big things is I've done it in baby steps. In other words, just a little bit at a time. You know, the first few months, first year, I started out I'd add 1 exercise at a time, and I'd just do a little bit of it, and I'd be in pain sometimes for days after, and then once the pain and inflammation calmed down, I'd do it again, and then let that calm down, and I'd do it again. And over time I gradually added in, you know, new exercises, but just 1 at a time, just very, very gradually. And I think the problem I've had in the past, you go to a physical therapist and they'll do all this stuff. You go to them for an hour and they'll have you do all this stuff, and you really should only be doing a small fraction of that, because most physical therapists don't understand thoracic outlet syndrome at all. And I've actually never had a good physical therapist that helped me any. I've just everything I've done, I've found on the internet, and I've just done it trial and error. So things like joint mobility exercises, vacuum cupping, and then self-massage. I use a lot of different things. I use a lacrosse ball a lot lately and just put it against the wall and roll around on that and try to get the knots out of the muscles. And over time, all this stuff has helped me a lot. And I think another thing is I've been very persistent. I've hurt myself quite a few times. In fact, I flared up my lower back so bad several years ago that I had to go to the emergency room. I had to stay in the hospital a couple nights because it was so bad I couldn't even move. I had to actually call an ambulance to go to the hospital. In fact, my wife said, you know, I've never seen you cry, so I knew you were in excruciating pain when, you know, you couldn't even get out of bed, and then you're just standing against the wall crying. The pain was excruciating. But then after that, somewhere I picked up some bacteria and I got endocarditis and got really sick and almost died there and had to have my heart valve replaced. So it's been a long process and been a lot of setbacks, but I've been very persistent. And you know, I've just, you know, I get these setbacks and I kind of just figure out where I went wrong here and there, and then just got in there and kept going. And the other thing is I've really learned to trust my intuition and instincts. Everything I do is intuitive. I just kind of feel where I'm tight or where I hurt, where I'm in pain, and what would be the best way to treat that, whether it's massaging the muscles with a ball or a massage tool or a stick, or using vacuum cups on the area, or just doing joint mobility exercises, all that kind of stuff. And I've done all this alone. I haven't been to any doctors or any therapists because, well, they've never been any help to me in the past. So improvements come slowly and gradually, and sometimes it seems like they take forever, but like in the last week or 2, I've gone swimming 3 or 4 times, and that's the first time I've been able to swim since I had TOS surgery 24 years ago. And I had a little bit of pain the next day, but it didn't flare me up, and you know, I didn't push it. I just did a little bit to see how I could do, and surprisingly, I did pretty good. So I've gone swimming 3 or 4 times, and that's, you know, something I haven't been able to do, like I said, in 24 years. So stuff like that is pretty exciting, but I'm still careful with what I do, because no matter how much I improve, I still have a lot of limitations, and I have to be really careful, but you know, I've just learned to trust my instincts and my intuition and be persistent and keep at it. So hopefully, you know, in a few more months or another year, maybe I'll be doing a few more things that I can't do. So that's my video today. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll talk to you next time.